Korea. Sorry. 이번에 중국 선수들이 특히 강세를 보였는데 그것이 상하이 인스티튜트의 효과라고 보시는지 이번 중국 선수들의 강세를 어떻게 UFC 아시아에서는 보고 계시는지 좀 알고 싶습니다. 어디 갔어?
Just eating and he didn't
I know.
eat anything.
뭐라 하지?
I'm sorry. One more time.
Wait a minute. So many try.
Repeat, please.
아니야.
할수 있으면
이번 중국 선수들이 좋은 결과를 낸 것이 상하이 인스티튜트의 효과라고 생각하시는지 좀 알고 싶습니다.
There are so many
Chinese
Chinese
winner,
fighters.
yeah, so many Chinese winner. Each Shanghai Institute help Chinese fighters. Do you think?
Yeah, absolutely. We have a number of Chinese fighters training at the UFC Academy. It's been predominantly that way because of the difficulties with travel over the past several years. We're certainly starting to open it up. But if you look at the same time last year, we didn't have any Chinese finalists. So it was Japan with 3, Korea with 3, India with 1, Indonesia with 1. And so this year around, China with 4, Japan with 2, Korea with 2. So I think it does depend on the talent pool as well. But yes, absolutely, the UFC Academy has certainly helped the development of these particular fighters tonight and helped them with their success in getting into the finals for sure.
Thank you.
Have another question?
Okay, as you said, you have 2 finalists from Indonesia and India, last
One
year.
each, yeah.
Yeah, last
Mhm.
year. But in this year, we saw that those were we expect that those of countries fight follow to them. But this year, we see this ability of the fighters looks like a gap between those of the country and China, Korea, Japan. So what do you think about this?
Again, I think it's the particular brackets and the pool and the fighting, the fighters that we bring into the tournament at that given time. I mean, it just shows the kind of level of competition. It definitely is a very tough tournament, and again, I think the outcome is going to vary each year. So we'll see how it is next year as well. But yeah, this year it happened to work out this way.
Okay, in the same hand, if we see one match country where one match fighter participate this year, like Mongol or Thai, they can be kind of stronger than other India or Indonesian participate this year. And do you think that it's Mongolia or Thai? You will give some opportunity to put in their fighter in next year.
Yeah, every year we're going to canvass the entire region, see who the best talent is available. The same goes for the UFC Academy. Again, it's a regional resource. We're going to look for, I think traditionally when you look at markets like Korea and Japan, they're more mature. They've been doing it for a lot longer. They have a lot more infrastructure or coaching or talent pools. They're deeper. And so, they might not send as many to the UFC Academy, but again, we're open to helping the development of mixed martial artists across the entire region, and it just depends on what their situation is and how we can best assist them.
Okay. And you already built up some good Chinese fighter, but do you have a plan to that you can invite other country fighter to the PR?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm glad you asked that. Again, with travel opening up, us being able to get people in and out, we're thinking about doing a preliminary talent ID this year to get a sense for what type of fighters are in the region, and again to diversify and go beyond just having Chinese fighters, which again for the past couple of years has been limited to because of the situation. But yes, to answer your question. We're going to start to open that up and bring in fighters from other countries in Asia.
Thank you so much. And this is my last question.
Okay.
So when will you make a final?
When do I?
When you make a final
Still something we're working on, but it should be before the end of this year
in Asia or
in Asia.
thank you.
Any other questions for Ken?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Last night the Korean zombie retired. He's retired and he's really popular in Korea. And I think it's really damaged in Korea because the Korean zombie retired. How do you think about it? And do you have figure out someone who has talented fighter in Korea? And second one is the stun gun. How is the stun gun situation now? He's retired or he came back to UFC?
I'll answer the second one first. I don't hear any word of stun gun. I mean, stun gun has been out of the UFC for probably 6 or 7 years now, so I don't believe he continues or his intentions are to continue to compete. But you'd have to ask him. As far as Korean Zombie, yes, those are very, very big shoes to fill. Korean Zombie is not just a legend in Korea, he's a legend around the world. And so, you know, I think, as Dana likes to say though, you see these stars, mega stars, and they progress in their career and eventually they retire. And it's always, well, people are talking about a void or this sort of thing, but that's just never the case. If you see the sport moves on, I think what Zombie is going to do, I mean, he's basically the godfather of mixed martial arts. I think he's inspired the entire country. He's made the sport more relevant, more popular than ever. And that's going to be his legacy as well. So you can be sure that through pathways such as Road to UFC or Contender Series, or even and then the talent pool just developing and the sport continuing to get more and more popular, that there's going to be other Korean athletes waiting in the wings and ready to step up to become the next superstar in Korea.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Do we have a final question? Okay, thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Good evening.
And thank you, everybody. We'll be